Sirens tore through the air at the United Kingdom's RAF Akrotiri airbase in Cyprus shortly after midday on Monday, according to Cyprus state broadcaster WAIL, a stark warning that danger was close. The alert came just hours after the strategically critical base was reportedly struck by an unmanned drone. Live footage showed the urgency unfolding in real time, sirens blaring across the facility as aircraft thundered into the sky from the base near Limassol. Fighter jets scrambled under the shadow of a rapidly escalating crisis. Earlier in the day, powerful explosions were reported over RAF Akrotiri, a key Royal Air Force installation that hosts around 2,000 British personnel and their families. British officials believe an Iranian drone hit the base hours after Tehran launched 2 ballistic missiles towards Cyprus. Those missiles fell into the sea and did not cause damage, according to UK authorities. Personnel at the base were instructed to remain indoors, stay away from windows, and take cover beneath solid furniture as Royal Air Force jets scrambled overnight to secure the airspace. The UK Ministry of Defence has not released detailed damage assessments, but confirmed heightened security measures remain in place. According to UK Defence Secretary John Healey, Iran had fired 2 missiles towards Cyprus earlier on Sunday. At the time, officials said they could not confirm whether British military installations were the intended targets. The latest developments appear to indicate that RAF Akrotiri may now have been directly affected. RAF Akrotiri is one of Britain's most strategically important overseas bases. It supports UK forces stationed in Cyprus and functions as a forward operating hub for missions across the Middle East. Its location makes it central to Britain's regional air operations and logistics network. The incident comes amid broader regional escalation following US and Israeli strikes on Iran. The British government has maintained that it has not participated in those joint operations. However, British fighter jets did intercept and shoot down an Iranian drone heading toward Qatar a day earlier. The unfolding crisis has put intense pressure on Prime Minister Keir Starmer, forcing him into an increasingly precarious balancing act, trying to steer the United Kingdom away from direct involvement in attacks on Iran, while still vowing to uphold regional stability and honor long-standing security commitments to allied nations.
Over the last 2 days, Iran has launched sustained attacks across the region at countries who did not attack them. They've hit airports and hotels where British citizens are staying. This is clearly a dangerous situation. We have at least 200,000 British citizens in the region, residents, families on holiday, and those in transit. I ask all our people in the region to please register your presence and follow Foreign Office travel advice. I know this is a deeply worrying time, and we will continue to do all we can to support you. Our armed forces, who are located across the region, are also being put at risk by Iran's actions. Yesterday, Iran hit a military base in Bahrain, narrowly missing British personnel. The death of the supreme leader will not stop Iran from launching these strikes. Their approach is becoming even more reckless and more dangerous to civilians.
Britain is on high alert after Iranian missiles were fired in the direction of Cyprus and a major strike landed near UK forces in Bahrain. UK Defence Secretary John Healey has confirmed that 2 ballistic missiles were launched towards Cyprus, though he stressed they were not believed to have been directly targeted at the island. The United Kingdom maintains 2 large sovereign base areas on Cyprus, making any incoming missile fire a serious concern. Healey described the development as evidence of a very real rising threat. At the same time, Healey revealed that around 300 British troops were stationed at a base in Bahrain when Iranian missiles and drones struck nearby. Some personnel, he said, were within several hundred yards of where the projectiles landed. The strike came amid a sweeping wave of Iranian retaliation across the region, targeting Israel, Bahrain, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, and Iraq. The escalation follows the killing of Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei during U.S. and Israeli airstrikes. Speaking to the BBC, Healey said protecting UK military personnel and civilians from what he called indiscriminate attacks by Iran was now his top priority. He added pointedly that no one will mourn Khamenei's death. Force protection measures at British military facilities across the Middle East are now at their highest levels. RAF F-35 jets and Typhoon fighter aircraft based in Cyprus, along with a Typhoon squadron in Qatar, continued to conduct defensive patrols over the region. On Saturday, a British unit in Iraq intercepted an Iranian drone that was heading toward a coalition base housing UK troops. Despite the growing danger, Healey confirmed that the United Kingdom did not participate in the US-Israeli strikes on Iran. Pressed repeatedly on whether Britain backed the strikes or considered them lawful, he declined to give a direct answer. He reiterated that while the UK shares the objective that Iran should never have a nuclear weapon, it is for the United States to set out the legal basis for its actions. He also refused to speculate on whether the UK could be drawn into further strikes. U.S. President Donald Trump has defended the strikes, while Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu continues to frame them as necessary to counter Iran's regional ambitions. At home, political divisions are emerging. Shadow Foreign Secretary Priti Patel welcomed the U.S.-Israeli action, saying the moral case for the strikes was absolutely right. She criticized Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer for not being more proactive in responding to what she described as threats posed by the Iranian regime to UK interests. Patel also offered cross-party support to fast-track legislation designating Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Corps, the IRGC, as a terrorist organization. The IRGC, widely regarded as the most powerful institution in Iran, oversees the country's missile forces and regional proxy networks. It was designated a terrorist organization by the United States in 2019. But not all voices agree. Green Party leader Zach Polanski described the U.S.-Israeli strikes as illegal and unprovoked, warning that the UK risked being pulled into another unlawful war. Reform UK leader Nigel Farage urged Britain to follow the European Union in formally designating the IRGC as a terrorist organization. Meanwhile, the UK government is reviewing the domestic terror threat level as tensions ripple beyond the Middle East. Healey stressed that ministers are doing all we can to prevent further regional escalation, even as missiles fly and alliances harden. With British troops narrowly avoiding direct impact, missiles fired towards Cyprus, and RAF jets now flying defensive patrols, the crisis is no longer distant. For the United Kingdom, the conflict unfolding across the Gulf is not just a geopolitical showdown, it is a rapidly intensifying security test with real-world consequences at home and abroad.